Hello YouTube and welcome to this week's weekly vlog and pickups video.
Good morning YouTube. Turn the music down. It is Monday morning. It's terrifying close up again. Monday morning, 10:40 a.m. I am going to the parcel shop and then off to Slimming World to see if I've got away with this week's naughtinesses. Naughtinesses is just one naughtiness. No, there was more than one naughtiness. Anyway, to see if I've got away with it. And then my parents have just rung me and informed me that they are visiting, and I mean informed me. They say, "Are you in?" And I say, "No, not really." And they say, "Okay, we're going to be there at 1 o'clock, so be there then." Okay. So, just off to the parcel shop with yesterday's parcels. I finished last week. I always run my week, I think I've probably said before, Monday to Sunday. Sunday night is pay night. And I finished last week on target times 3.6. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. It was a good week. It was a good week. I was very happy with that. That's the kind of figures that I usually look at during Q4, so I was quite pleased to get that. And today is, as I said, Monday, and I've already had 2 sales this morning to get this week started, so that's always reassuring as well. So yeah, reasonably happy bunny. I have had a slightly perturbing message from the buyer of my expensive books saying that could I please add an instruction to the label. I actually said, "I see that you have sent these via Hermes. Could you please add the instruction that they are not to be signed for by anyone except me? I've had several parcels go missing only with Hermes. Royal Mail ones and other couriers are fine, but with Hermes I've had several parcels go missing. They are all always signed for by somebody called Elizabeth, but there is no Elizabeth in our building." So I sent back, "Well, as you can see, this item was dispatched. I sent it Saturday morning. So all I can do is contact the couriers and try to get that instruction added, but I can't guarantee that you know, if he'd said that, why on earth didn't he say that when he placed the order, and then I would have added it on the label or written on in massive red letters, you know, only to be delivered to addressee." What can you do? So I contacted, oh, there's a big hole in the road there, contacted Parcel to Go this morning, and a very helpful young man said that he had checked, he could see the parcel was due to be delivered today, that he would attempt to add this instruction, but he wasn't sure whether he would be in time, that the courier may already have delivered it by the time he, you know. I've just checked the tracking and it is now labelled as courier to reattempt, so I'm assuming that that means that he did manage to interrupt a delivery attempt to add that instruction. So fingers crossed. I think just because it's a large value item, I'm a bit kind of like, oh, I really don't want it to go missing. I believe that if it is signed for, then what I have is effectively proof of delivery, and that eBay will be on my side about that, I believe. I'm not quite sure what happens if that happens, if it's signed by the fictitious Elizabeth, and the buyer then tries to claim through PayPal. I'm not sure what happens there. That's something I haven't experienced. But I do think that eBay will back me up, because as far as they're concerned, I have proof of delivery. That doesn't leave you with a happy buyer, of course. And I think maybe it's just giving me a moment's unrest because it's a fairly high value item, you know. So I think the only way you can look at it in the grand scheme of things is that if you lose by it, you only lose what it cost you. You don't lose what you sold it for, do you? You know, that becomes money you didn't make after all. It doesn't become money you lost. So yeah, we shall see. We shall see, the usual, we shall see. I did manage to get very, very efficient and upload last week's vlog last night, so that's gone live. I can see that I've had some views already, although no comments yet, but that's not a problem. So yeah, that was a bit efficient of me. That I don't normally crack on to that extent. That was Sunday was quite productive, really. I got another 30 odd listings up this morning, which I drafted yesterday evening. Yeah, so they all went live this morning. I got up at 6 a.m, took my photos and got those listings up. I'm still debating what to do about my shop for my holiday, whether to just put my holiday settings on, or whether to shut it down so that it's not visible at all. I'm not entirely sure. I will discuss that perhaps with you guys later, or I will ramble at you guys later in the week about that. For now, parcel shop. Speak to you soon. Bye bye. Good evening, YouTube. It is Wednesday evening. It's just before 8 PM. I'm doing a quick parcel shop run. I'm doing a quick run to the shop and buy chocolate run actually, and the parcel shop was a convenient excuse. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell my slimming world consultant. So, I'm doing a quick parcel shop run, and I thought I would take this opportunity to film a few minutes because I haven't filmed anything since Monday. I was also hoping I might catch a couple of glimpses of the sunset, but no, not to be. So, it has been a very quiet couple of days. Monday was okay. Monday started off reasonably well. Yesterday looked like it would be okay until a couple of people didn't pay. I do hate them when they don't pay. I don't understand it when they send a best offer and then don't pay. I can understand it when they send a best offer and don't pay and they've only got tiny feedback. I think you're new to eBay and you perhaps don't understand how this works. But this particular lady who hasn't paid has got over 3,500 feedback. So she surely must understand how it works. You buy, you pay, you buy, you pay, you buy, you pay. Very simple. But she has not paid. I sent the original invoice, I sent a payment reminder, I then sent a follow-up message saying, hi, I accepted your offer 2 days ago, please make payment so I can post this item to you. Nothing. So now there's an unpaid item case open. So she'll end up with a strike against her. I don't understand why people do it. It's a complete mystery to me. Very quiet day again today. I sold something this morning, although I'm blowed if I can remember what, for about 15 quid. Head like a sieve today. I sold something this morning and then it was really, really quiet all day until about half an hour ago, and my phone just started ka-chinging like mad. I had 4 sales in quick succession, 3 of which paid immediately, 1 of which was a best offer and hasn't paid, despite being sent a message saying I'm packing orders right now, and if you are able to make payment in the next 10 minutes, your parcel will leave here tonight. No payment there. I just pay, just bloody pay me. And then I had an offer of £10 on my pair of Loke men's shoes. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Those who are in the know will know whether I'm pronouncing it wrong. It's L-O-A-K-E. I presume it's pronounced Loke. Maybe it's Loki's, I don't know. I bought them in the charity shop several months ago now. I paid £20, which was more than I usually cough up. I'm old skinflint, as you know. They were £20, but I knew that I'd seen people like Joe Penny's and Chris Gott's having a lot of, I think Chris Gott's, I might have lied, it might be somebody else. Well, some of those wonderful gentlemen who know all about men's clothes and shoes, I know that they've had success with this. So I thought £20 was a reasonable amount to lash out. I listed them immediately. They're in spanking condition. Listed them around about 80 quid and I've gradually brought them down until they're now on £45.99. And I had an offer this evening of a tenner. You can't have them for a tenner. No, you absolutely cannot. I paid 20, you absolutely cannot buy those for me for a tenner. I did send him back a counter offer of, I think, £29.99, which he'll still be getting a bargain, and by the time I've paid my fees and whatever, I'll have a teeny tiny profit. But he hasn't responded, so I'm presuming his tenner was his only offer. Anyway, can't be helped. They will. I'm sure they'll sell eventually, but I'm not letting them go for less than I paid for them. That's not what I'm in this business for. It's not what I do. So, nothing much else to tell you. No sourcing so far this week. I have gone through my own personal clothing, having lost a couple of stone in weight. I find that some of my stuff doesn't fit me anymore, and what's more, having lost a little bit of weight, I want to buy new clothes, and the only way I can fit new clothes into my drawers is to get rid of some of the stuff that's in there. So I've sorted through that, and I may sit and list some of that this evening, although actually I think my daughter wants me to get the sewing machine out and make a couple of adjustments to her clothes for her. So that might not happen after all. I'm blathering, rambling on, and looking at the wrong part of the camera as well. It's very strange. You have to look here. Ooh, look there. Oh, look at my massive finger. You have to look here. I keep looking here. Anyway, I'm going to take the parcels in, and then I'm going to go to the shop and buy chocolate, and then I'm going to go home and eat chocolate. Speak to you soon. Bye bye. Good morning, YouTube. It's Thursday. It's not morning. Good afternoon, YouTube. It's Thursday. It's 10 to 1. This is what happens when you don't go out of the house all morning. When you do go out of the house, you lose track of time. 10 to 1 on Thursday afternoon. I am going to the parcel shop again, even though I went last night with the parcel and I had a bit of a flurry this morning, not complaining. One of my outstanding sales was paid for, and then a little flurry this morning of sales that were all paid for and ready to go. There's a gentleman with his dog running around in the road. That's it, and your dog, and the dog, because I don't mind running you over, but I don't want to kill the dog. I like dogs. I'm not very fond of people. Oh, should we go again? Good morning, YouTube. Good afternoon, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. It is 10 to 1 on Thursday. I am going to the parcel shop. And then I'm popping in a couple of charity shops. The little two that are in Stoke Bishop. And then slide around the back of there to go to Shirehampton. I've done the Shirehampton ones very recently. I think I did them Friday. But one of them was closed early when I got them. They were closed for a stock take. I don't quite know how a charity shop has a stock take. But they were closed for some kind of stock control procedure. And so I didn't get to go in there. So, and as I have to go that way anyway, I have to pick my daughter up from work in that direction at 4 o'clock. I thought I may as well pop in and see if they've got anything wonderful. Also got to go to Costco. Well, my daughter's working at Costco. One of her two jobs is at Costco. So before I go off on my holidays, I need to stock up the household on dry dog food and tin dog food and cat food and bottles of water. So kill two birds with one stone. Several birds. I'm killing all the birds in the world with just the one stone today. Get those sorted. Have something to eat at Costco, because you can have a jacket potato the size of your head with filling and a soft drink for under about £2.50. It's unbelievable prices for food. So we may as well eat while we're there. And then I've got an evening at my friend's house tonight. So luckily I got some work done this morning. I have sorted through some of my old clothes. Having lost a little bit of weight, I've got some stuff that didn't fit, and just not necessarily stuff even that didn't necessarily fit, but plainly I'm never going to wear it again. You just need taste change or whatever. Listed, some of it's still new with tags, which is shocking behaviour. Listed all that this morning and sold one item already. And then a lady dropped off a Facebook purchase of a couple of little Mickey Mouse cups and saucers. So those have been listed. I'm on the ball. I'm all on top of everything. Still, the lady who sent in the offer for the jeans still hasn't paid. I'm not sure if I mentioned this last night or not. I find it very odd when somebody who has a lot of feedback sends the best offer and doesn't pay. She has over 3,500 feedback, and now there's an unpaid item case open. And I just find that really, really puzzling. So yeah, that's about it really. Like I said, a couple of pickups today hopefully, which I will film for you later if I get anything, but apart from the car boot on Sunday, there won't be much else this week. I won't go out sourcing Saturday because I am taking, my friend has to go into hospital for an operation, so I'm dropping her off in the morning and then staying on standby in case she can come home. We're not sure whether she can come home or not because they've put her operation time back slightly. She was going to have it first thing when she was going to be dropped off at 8, in which case there was a chance she could come home in the afternoon, but now they've run on and said they want her dropped off at 11, so maybe she'll have to stay in overnight, which she's not best pleased about. Either way, I shall be on standby to pick her up if necessary, so I won't go too far from home. And also, because I am off on my hollybobs next week, I will at some point have to pack. I've done no packing, no planning, no forward thinking whatsoever. None whatsoever. I don't believe in being forward thinking. I usually pack, if I go on holiday, I usually pack the morning that I leave, or the night before if we're leaving early. My friend packs a week in advance, and then repacks it and checks it twice during that week and all the rest of it, and I'm just like, you've made it 3 lots of work instead of 1. And if I packed a week in advance, I'd want half of it. You know, if you pack, for example, you pack your hairbrush, well, you'll want that during the week, won't you, to just keep on unpacking it every time. Or you don't put it in and then you end up not putting it in the last minute because you forgot and you thought you'd packed. I'm rambling as usual. I did this morning find a new YouTuber to me. She's not new, she's been making videos for a couple of weeks, but I hadn't seen them. And I watched Steve Green's daily vlog, and he mentioned Sue's Piles of Shame. Now, I'd seen this lady commenting in a couple of the live feed chats and whatever, but I hadn't realised that she had visited videos of her own. He mentioned them, I went and looked. Really enjoyed her outlook. She was full of the joys of independence. You know, she's a lady, I think she said in one of her videos she's almost 60, so she's had a full working life behind her and is now really enjoying the freedom of reselling. And it really brought home to me how lucky we are to be able to do this, to have the nous and the presence of mind. And I think there's a slight talent involved. There is a talent involved in reselling, in picking out what will sell and what won't. I mean, I think that's proven by what I was saying last week about my friend who comes with me and tries to help. If I sold everything that she picked up and showed me, I don't know, maybe she just has an eye for different things. But I do think there's a talent involved in picking out what's resaleable and what has a good return value. And I do think we are lucky to have that talent, lucky to have the ability to do it and the confidence to believe we can do it. Because I think a lot of people stay in jobs that they don't enjoy because they don't have the confidence to break free and do something else in case it doesn't work. And that's about self-belief. That's about believing that you can do this. And also I think the old saying, necessity is the mother of invention, meaning that if you need something bad enough, you'll make it happen. And that's it. Once you've taken the plunge, once you've stepped out of traditional paid employment and struck out on your own, and you realise that I do have to do this now, it makes you better at it. It makes you more dedicated, it makes you work harder, it makes you thrust yourself forward more, I suppose. Thrust, that's a good word. Anyway, I'm now baking to death because I've parked the car in a lovely little patch of sunlight, and so I will say goodbye for now. I will hopefully be back later on to show. I'm squinting because I parked directly into the sun. I will hopefully be back later on to show you anything I managed to pick up today. I hope you're having a lovely day wherever you are. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous sunshiny day here, and I will speak to you soon. Take care. Bye bye. Okay then. Here, as promised, is this afternoon's charity shop pickups. Very, very small bundle of stuff. I got a Lolita, good lord, cocktail glass, martini glass in its box. That was $3.50. They'll sell for about £10–12, so not great, but you know, there's hundreds you can collect. Loads and loads of them. I think my flash is on. I don't know why my flash is on. Ian Rankin audiobook. They sell quite well. A Troubadour puppy jelly cat. And 2 pairs of Hotter shoes. The Ian Rankin audiobook was £2. The jelly cat was £1. And the Hotter shoes, this green pair were £4.50. And this pair made a boo-boo. I thought they were £3.50, which I thought was great. Grabbed them at that price, they were unworn. Didn't really pay much attention when I was paying. And when I got home and looked at the receipt, they were £8.50. And they had a little tag tied on, which I've taken off. And that said quite clearly £8.50, so I must just have misread it when I looked at it. And that's it. That's today's pickups. Nothing very much, but a few bits. Oh, tip you up. Good. Oh my life. Hedge backwards, look. Good afternoon, YouTube. It is a glorious sunshiny afternoon. It's, oh, I don't know what day it is. It's Friday. It's 10 to 3. I just popped in the charity shop after visiting my friend as I do on Friday. I only got a sea salt dress, but a sea salt dress for £3.50 is not to be sniffed at. I also got a little clutch handbag for my holiday, so. And yeah, it's a gorgeous day. I'm going to go home and potter about in the garden for a bit. Maybe get some listing done tonight. I did list this morning. I listed the few things that I got yesterday, so I'm keeping up to date with things. I go off on my holidays next Tuesday, so about 3 or 4 days. I haven't yet decided what to do about my shop. Usually I only go away for a week, and when I go away for a week I put my shop on holiday, and then as the sales come in I send each buyer a message saying thank you for your purchase. I do hope that my holiday settings worked as they're meant to and alerted you that I will be away until X date. I will be sure to post your parcel on the day that I return. And I tend to get a lot of messages back saying, yes, I noticed and that's no problem, thank you, or I didn't notice but still that's no problem, thank you. I've never had anyone send me a message saying, oh, that's no good, I need it soon, or I need to cancel. So, however, this time I'm going for 12 days and I'm not sure whether to do the same thing or whether to... I know what Caroline, Mrs. M, has gone away, and she's turned her shop off. She's going for 2 weeks. She's turned her shop off for the first week, and then she's going to put it back on, but have it on holiday settings for the second week. So I suppose that's a possibility. Part of me doesn't want to miss out on the sales, and part of me is like, 12 days is a long time for them to wait. I know it affects your dispatch times. I don't know if your holiday settings are on, presumably it doesn't, but it could affect the star rating that they give you when they leave you feedback. Part of me is saying, does it matter? I don't know. I really haven't decided what to do. One of the drawbacks of leaving it on is that on the day you come back, when you are already... I'm going to sneeze, I can feel a sneeze coming. Excuse me. When you are already slightly overwhelmed with kind of your dirty laundry and your unpacking and your tiredness from your journey and so on and so forth, you then also have a shit ton of packaging to do, you know, so that's one of the drawbacks of leaving it switched on. But of course switching it off does mean a week, or in this case 12 days of no income at all, which is, that's a third of my month, you know, that's a big hit out of my month. I make my living reselling, but I don't make a fortune reselling, and taking a third of my month's income away would be a blow. I'm sorry if you can't hear me, by the way. I've got the windows open because it's such a nice day, and of course I'm on the dual carriageway, so the traffic's a bit loud. So yeah, so I'm undecided about what to do, really, and you can't help, because by the time you see this I'll have had to make that decision, so not much else to tell. Still no sign of the Joseph dress coming back. The lady's got until the 13th of April, which sadly falls while I'm away, to do the return. So I won't know if she's done it until I get back. I can't see her sending it back now. It's been all this time. It's been a fortnight since the case was open. She'd had it a month before that. I don't think she's going to return the dress, but no, my luck, sod's law, she will return it while I'm away, and then she'll get shirty because I haven't refunded her quick enough. What can you do? I've had a steady couple of days of sales. I think I'm on target times 2 and a bit so far this week, so that's not bad for a Friday. Still got the weekends, touch wood, weekends hopeful sales to come through. Yeah, as I said yesterday, I went through my clothes. I don't fit any more lists of some of those. I've had some of those have sold already. One of those listings was a bundle of 5 t-shirts. None of them looked worth selling on their own. So I bundled up the 5, and they've sold for, I think, a tenner plus postage. So that was good. I had 2 best offers from a lady this morning, one on item of clothing and one on some Disney plastic plates. At the time when I dealt with the best offers, I hadn't quite noticed that it was the same buyer, and I accepted her offer based on the price she was proposing to pay plus postage, and her offers effectively gave her free postage. So one was a £10 offer with £3.20 postage. Her offer was £6.80, meaning the postage would have been £9.80, but she would pay a tenner. And the second item was the same scenario, but she'd have ended up paying a £5, so she'd stripped off basically 2 lots of postage. Of course, I realised this after I accepted the offers, and then she sent me a message saying, can you combine postage on these items? And it just annoyed me slightly, because I thought, you've already removed my postage costs. I'm already selling you this item with effectively no postage and packaging costs, because you've removed those by sending your best offers, and now you want me to reduce the so I just sent back you have already removed £6.40 Your best offer's already reduced these items by £6.40. Would you prefer to cancel the order for these 2 items? To which she sent back she then made a payment and sent back a very hasty, oh no, I'm sorry, it's just that I usually combine postage. And I sent a message back saying, I do combine postage on full priced items, but my acceptance of your offers was based on the total including the postage price, and if I had realised that you wanted combined postage as well, I may have reconsidered accepting your offer. And she was kind of, oh no, it's fine, I've made payment, I look forward to receiving them, no problem at all. So who knows, I may get a surety feedback offer, I might not. She might be quite happy. She did then send me 3 consecutive messages asking me to check out her listings, telling me how lovely her listings were and that I should go and look and perhaps we could do some kind of deal. And I thought, I don't really buy a lot of stuff on eBay, funnily enough. I buy my packaging, I buy my garment bags, I buy the occasional item if I need it, but I'm there to make money, not spend it. So I'm afraid, I'm sure that your items are delightful, but I'm not going to be going off to shop with you. It seemed as though she was kind of just hoping that I would do a reciprocal shop with her as a gratuity for her shopping with me, and I'm afraid that's not how it works. If I go to Asda and do my weekly shop, they then don't say, well, it gives you your eBay address and we'll come and spend 80 quid with you, do they? Sadly, it'd be nice if they did. So that's all the news. Like I said, all up to date on parcels. Apart from, I've just realised, let me just take a detour to go to the post box. I've just realised there's a large letter in the back seat, a large letter parcel, and I was about to take it home again, which I did Tuesday. I took one out for a drive. The large letter and I had a lovely day out together in the car, and then I took it home again. So yeah, I'm just going to drop that off at the post box and then go home, potter about in the garden as I said. I'm sure the dogs will enjoy the sunshine. And then maybe a few items to list this year. I've still got a box of clothes. I was sitting there this morning feeling all smug about having done all my listings, and I realised I've got a box of clothes that I've been ignoring, so definitely do look a bit hedge backwards. Anyway, speak to you soon. Bye bye. Good morning, YouTube. It is Saturday. It's almost 11:15. It's a glorious sunny day again. I've just dropped my friend up to the hospital for her operation. Bless her, she's a bit nervous. And I then have dropped my parcels off from last night's sales. And I'm now going to go home, hang the washing out and do all the other usual Saturday things while I potter around and wait to see if she's able to come home or not. Not yet, obviously, I've just dropped her off, but you know, I'm on standby to pick her up. Oh, bird flew out in front of me. So, yeah, so sales are pretty good, touch wood. I'm on target, almost target times 3. Target times 2.95 or something like that. So, yes, it's been a good week. I'm very happy with that. I've come to a conclusion that I'm going to put my shop on holiday settings, leave it open, put it on holiday settings and extend my dispatch time. So I'm going to go home and see if I can work out how to do that. I know how to revise listings, obviously, and I know how to revise listings in bulk, but I just wondered if there is a way to do it to your entire shop rather than having to do it one page of listings, because obviously the maximum to show you is 200 listings on a page. There must be a way that you can just do it in your shop manager or whatever, so I'm going to go and find that. I've never changed my dispatch time before. As I said earlier in the vlog this week, I've put my shop on holiday. But I've never altered my dispatch time, so this is the first time I've needed to find that. So yeah, it's a lovely Saturday. Sales are going okay. I had another sale from Germany this one. I think I mentioned in a vlog a couple of weeks ago. It certainly happened a couple of weeks ago, maybe I didn't mention it. That I had a buyer from Germany who was unable to pay, and there seems to be some kind of blip in the eBay system with buyers from Germany unable to make payment in some way. So when it happened again this morning, of course I was ready for it, so I just cancelled the sale, relisted the item with standard postage options, and the lady was able to pay very quickly. And thank goodness for Google Translate, because I speak schoolgirl German, which is my German is adequate enough to. She wrote me her message in German, and my German was fine to understand it. I was able to read what she had said, no problem. When it comes to replying, my written German is not as good as my read German, and I was very, very sure when I looked at it that I'd missed out. You know, the German language has capital letters in places where we wouldn't put them, and you know, nouns and pronouns and verbs and everything go in different places to where we would put them. And I looked at it and I thought, I'm fairly sure that's really, really bad grammatically. So I went off to Google Translate and they did it for me, bless them. So thank you, Google, I appreciate that. Lady was able to understand me rather than me just, you know, mangling her language to a point where she had no idea what I was saying, and everything was all good. And that's it for now. There is no further news at this point. So I'm going to go in, poodle about in my eBay shop, poodle about in my garden, hang my washing out, and generally be a at ease self-employed person. This is the joys of self-employment, the ability to go, I'll do whatever. Speak to you soon. Bye bye. Good afternoon, YouTube. It is Sunday afternoon, 2:10, which means I'm late leaving the house. I thought I'd left earlier. It is once again a gorgeous day, and I am off to town to spend the afternoon with a friend and drop my parcels on the way. It's been a wonderful, oh god, how wobbly are you? Behave yourself, YouTube. It's been a wonderful couple of days sales. Really, really happy with my sales. This is ridiculous. Stop wibbling around. Be told. Yeah, really good couple of days sales. Very happy with that. Very good week sales, in fact. And yeah, drop the parcels off and spend the afternoon with a friend. So went to the car boot sale this morning. There's footage of that. I've already filmed what I got from that, so I'll drop that in after this. I spent around about 20 quid, I think, maybe just under 20 quid. And yeah, got some nice bits. One nice thing you will see is I picked up a Lego head kitchen timer and salt and pepper shakers. The lady had them tied up in a bag marked at £1.50, and I thought, oh, Lego, you know, people seem to like Lego. I know it's not actual Lego, but people seem to like Lego paraphernalia. So I asked her would she take £1, and she said yes she would, and I brought them home and I've had a look, and there's only one of the kitchen timers currently listed, marked as rare, listed for $44.99. So ka-ching, if that's what it will sell for. It may not, of course. There's one sold, but that's sold on auction for about £6 something. The one that's sold could be the one that's currently listed. You know, somebody may have sniped it on an auction and listed it higher. I don't know. The salt and pepper shakers seem to go for between 10 and 15 new in their packaging, which these are not. So I may put them on as a bundle and put them on at 50. Who knows? I paid £1, so a few other, nothing very, very exciting this morning apart from that. A few other bits. 4 more comforters. Kenny from South Park, he came in with a bundle of other stuff. I paid £4 for about 18 items, I think it worked out at. So yeah, he was a good buy. Yeah. Nothing to set the world on fire, but generally all quite good. And like I said, some lovely, again, no massive sales this week. Last week I had a good week, but that was because I sold my expensive books and my expensive mug, and so I told myself that the reason I had such a good week was because of those 2 big sales. But this week I have no real big sales. Nothing, probably none of my sales this week has been more than £25 at the most. But they've all mounted up, and there's been lots of them, which is good. I am on target times 3.5, I think, maybe slightly more. I'm going to sneeze. Like a fit sneeze. Oh, there was another one, but it's gone. Yeah, so very good week's sales, which is nice. And yeah, there's only tomorrow now, really, and then I'll be putting my shop on holiday from tomorrow night onwards. Somebody did say to me, I can't believe you're telling YouTube you're going on holiday. Well, just to point out, you know, although obviously people's business addresses are available on eBay and stuff like that, I'm not leaving my house unattended, so it doesn't matter. My children, who are adults, they are my offspring, but they are grown adults, they will be at home, and the dogs will very much be at home. So So yeah, I'm not too worried about home security. In fact, not only will my dogs be at home, but next door neighbour's dog is coming to live with them for a week as well while they go on holiday. So, because yes, you know, they're going away and their son works shifts, so we just said it'd be easier for their dog to come into us. I said it'd be, so I won't be there. So, volunteered the service of somebody else to look after it. Anyway, rambling as usual. Here I am at the parcel shop, and I will speak to you all now after my holiday. I don't think you'll get anything more from me now until I get back from holiday, although I will try and do a little bit of filming while I'm away if possible. So look after yourselves. I'll try and get this uploaded tonight, so hopefully you should get this before I go away, and I will speak to you all soon. Take care. Bye bye. Good morning, YouTube. Good afternoon, YouTube. It's 12:10. Sunday lunchtime, 12:10, and here are today's car boot pickups. So I'll start at the back there. We have here two Toy Story single duvet sets, both with a pillowcase each. They were £1 each. A really nice little girl's Next jacket. That was £1. 3 items of clothing at the back there. A Planet top, an Oasis dress, and an Etam dress. None of those are brands that I would normally grab, but they were 3 for £1, so I thought, you know, what have you got to lose at 33p an item? Peter Rabbit here, he was 50p. He's in really nice condition. Let me just turn him over for you. No big, there we go, 50p for Peter Rabbit. The little IKEA bear, I paid 25p for. Now, they are 50p in IKEA. My dog absolutely loves them. He's got about 6 of them. He walks around the house carrying one in his mouth, so we buy spares whenever we see them. And because they were 2 for 50p, I picked up this as well. I don't know where it's from. It just says Happy Easter on it. So I don't know what brand it is. But yeah, just a little child's comforter toy. Pampered Chef small bar pan. It's a bit stained. I'm going to see if I can get it clean. It was £2. Over here, a Kipling bag. They had up at £5.50 and I paid £4. I'll probably use that for myself for a while before selling it. These two comforters were £1 each. This Oil Lily backpack was £1. The Lurpak butter dish and toast rack were £1 each. That's really good for those. This was £1. This is a Lego head, and it's kitchen timer and salt and pepper set. I have no idea whether there's any value in them, but I've never seen them before. And I thought, you know, Lego lovers, I'll pick them up. They're worth a go. This little collection here was £4 for all of this. So I've got 2 Burger King Collector Series Disney tumblers, Aladdin and Pinocchio. I've got, oh my god, they killed Kenny. He's going to go through the washing machine in a bit, I think. Although, is it? Yeah, he's going through the washing machine. Little bag of magnetics. I hoped it was Geomag, but on closer inspection it's magnetics. The Doctor Who books, again, I wouldn't normally buy them, but they were in this chap's 3 for £1 box. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. The little duck is my friend. She collects various different rubber duckies. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory on order, audio. In really nice condition. These 3 are probably for me. They're just lip balms. The White Musk Libertine Solid Perfume. Now that's about £8, I think, when you buy it from Body Shop, and that's sealed. L'Occitane en Provence Precious Cream. Immortelle Precious Cream. Smooths and firms. I might use that myself. Smoothing and firming, you never know. So all of that was £4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18 items for £4. Can't go wrong. And then the Disney trinket box, ceramic trinket box, Disney Princesses, was 50p. The Pooh mug was £1. One of these comforters was 50p and one was 20p, and I'm blowed if I can remember which. And the Narnia book set was 20p. And there we go. That's today's pickups. Get some stuff in the washing machine, get some stuff listed. Away we go. Back to the grind. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.